getting in my ears here.
I lost it so badly there, dude. I was like paying attention to what you're doing. I'm like,
Manny, can you hear it? I can get it in my ears. Yeah. Okay. Cool. He's like, I don't hear you, and I'm like, I hear me. How does that work with an in-ear rig? How's it going, everybody?
yeah,
How's
it going?
How's it going, everyone?
yeah, yeah. What's up, Tanner and Rex and
What's up, friends? Thanks for joining us tonight.
yeah. So,
So,
how's it going?
How's it going?
I'm asking you, not them.
Oh, I'm good.
I mean, how are all you doing as
yeah,
well?
it's been busy, kind of working on this for the last little bit. Nice that we get to kind of show people what's been going on. And
Dude, it's been so long
what's
since
new
I
in the rev
played
world.
my rectifier.
Yeah.
Or one of my rectifiers, and dude, it sounds. You guys want to hear what it sounds like without me boosting it? Like I've never, when I played Rector's Live, I never put a OD in front of it. So I have the G2 in front of it. This is what it's like. That's what it sounds like without the G2 in front of it.
Dude, it sounds really like tight and super tight, which you usually don't hear with a recto.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Yeah, it sounds really tight.
So, so we got a new pedal or something, right?
Yeah. Oh, we do. We actually
All right.
do. And it seems like we have some friends here that are eagerly awaiting what it is. So.
Yeah, check it out.
All right. Oh, hey, I know that guy. I don't know, man. Like, the tone's great, but there's just so much noise.
Yeah. All the gear is super solid. Could fix it in post.
Man, actually, I just picked this up, and I haven't even had a chance to try it out yet.
G8. Gate. Let's try it out. Yeah, boys.
That's it.
So, everyone, thanks for joining us tonight to officially reveal what we've been working on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw a ton of people, and like, first off, I want to say, Seth, that is not your amp, that is my amp. But Seth, good to see you here, man.
It is the finish that you got on your amp, Seth,
Yes.
I think, the pewter trout. Yeah.
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 He's got black Tolex though, just the front plate, right?
Yeah, black
Yeah.
black round. No.
Killer. So yeah, so it's the G8, the Gate, which full credit goes to Kyle Karich for saying, "Oh, we have to do a Gate and we have to call it G8 because it's
Did
Gate."
Kyle actually came up with that name?
Yes.
That's amazing.
So
yeah.
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 So it's a pretty transparent noise gate. You guys get to hear about it before everybody else. It comes out tomorrow. I'm sure there's probably links on our web store or website or something.
Yeah, the link actually will be put in the description of this stream as well. If you want to check it out, it is up on our online store as of 7:30, as of the start of this stream.
All right.
And then we will be also posting the official link tomorrow. But yeah, it's now available on our online store, ready to ship. There's a link in the comments as well if anyone wants to check it out. How'd you know that was Kyle's name? Yeah, kind of punny. Too punny not to do it.
Yeah.
With the G8. But yeah, no, as you said, well, I guess, yeah, like what kind of led to making a Gate? Like, you know, we've obviously mostly focused on like overdrive pedals, distortion pedals that kind of sound like our amps, and this is kind of the first like utility kind of product that we've
Yep.
made that isn't purely tonal based. So yeah, like I feel like the gate in the MK3 for Dan was something that he felt was lacking in a lot of the higher gain heads was like a good onboard gate.
Right.
And also just gates in general, like there were just things that were kind of lacking, and Dan wanted to put a gate in the MK3 and came up with his own gate for it. And the feedback was just so much, like it wasn't initially a plan to do it. And there was enough feedback on people saying that they really liked the gate in the amp. So we were like, okay, well, I'm sure you can put that into a box. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't use noise gates, so
It's
I'm
like,
like,
what is that?
whatever.
Who wants
yeah.
it?
Yeah, I was like, what? Do people use these things? Because every time I've used one, like I play lots of, you know, like I mean, you guys hear me. Lots of stuff like that, and like,
but the gate's on when you just did that.
yeah,
And you can, and that's kind of the thing. Yeah.
like even when I'm using my fingers. So even when it's nice and like I'm not digging in at all.
No, and it's allowing you to do that, which is great.
Yeah, and I will say I have had to set it just so you guys can hear what this recto's like without it. I don't know if you guys can hear that or if it's translating through, but there's this like nasty little squealy hum.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Tone's right there too. Yeah, and I think that was it. Like a lot of people found with the MK3 gate, like where it's positioned in the MK3, it is actually gating the preamp of the amplifier itself, which obviously with a standard gate, if you're just running in and out, it's just going to get your guitar signal. So where it was placed in the MK3 would allow you to kind of gate the preamp, which is what makes it so quiet, which I think was part of the reason that we chose to do a 4-cable, or Dan chose to do a 4-cable gate, because it would allow you to effectively do what the gate in the 120 is doing to other amplifiers and actually gate not just your guitar signal, but the actual amp internally itself.
yeah. So I know that like for him, he wanted it to be able to be useful for guys that are just doing like pedal board rigs, especially if you've got a bunch of drive pedals. It gets pretty noisy pretty quick.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I know that, you know, he wanted the versatility of being able to hook it up kind of any possible way to give you the most flexibility. And, you know, Kyle and I were really pushing that we wanted something that was going to work for low gain players, right? Because for, you know, for me playing at church, like a noise gate is pretty much always out of the question because I feel like it's just cutting me off at the knees constantly.
100%. And that was kind of the thing too, is he did nail that pretty fast. Like in terms of like a gate, he's like, well, here's a metal gate. And we're like, well, on the amp, you can roll it off and it's great. Like we could probably get it there with that. And we kind of made it the mission to, Anthony, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
We kind of, Dan, but like, you know, I think we all kind of decided that like any of our products, we want it to be something that won't just appeal to high gain players and that actually is functional in a low gain setting. Low gain, what's this exactly?
What most of us play.
Yeah, but I don't know, like how many times do you plug in a Strat to some old amp and it's like, it's not like you're dealing with a lot of gain, there's just noise.
Yes.
And that was the thing, it wasn't necessarily intended to be a gate that just gated gain. Like it works great just as a noise filter, right?
Because you use a gate differently than what I would, right? Like if I'm going to use one, that's all I want it to do is I want it to take out the noise. I don't want it to do anything else.
Exactly.
But you actually can use it as an effect because.
Well, for like the ultra tight chug stuff, yeah, like with that type of style, and I think that was kind of finding the balance because like even with gates, I've used the ISP, I've used the NS2, and the NS2 has the send return thing, so you can kind of run it similarly to this, but it's still very like aggressive. It's very hard. And I think that was kind of the goal, is to get something that simultaneously would get rid of the noise and get everything, but not suck it from under your fingers.
I like Adrian. Dan absolutely.
Did
told everybody in
by accident.
In the video with Adam Steele from Hot Pole Studios that like, I'm working on a noise gate pedal called the G8.
And that was like before we had decided when it was going to come out. Even,
Dude, he
like,
shot that video in like February, like January or February, and it didn't come out until like the summer. And I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
I'm like, people are gonna know about it, and we do not have everything ready. Like the pedal itself was pretty much done, but like the thing that we tried to do with this over any other product that we've launched is that a bunch of your favorite retailers tomorrow morning will have their inventory ready to go, and it's on websites.
Everyone will be stocked up as of tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe not quite everybody, but like a lot of places. Like, and even overseas, like guys in Europe, a lot of the pedals left here over a week ago, so they should already be
100%.
already be landing at dealers within a few days. And we really wanted to try to have it that like when we're launching something, we're not launching it to pre-sale like that.
Yeah.
If you want to buy something, you're able to. I mean, for as long as supplies last, because as everybody knows that
everything
like,
is frigged up.
Yeah, exactly. Like getting chips is not a not a lot of fun, but
Could go for some salt and vinegar right now.
Yeah. So salt and vinegar. Oh yeah, I'd crush a bag of those right now, there, bud.
Chips. No more chips. So anyways, that was kind of the idea, is to make something that, and also shout out to Dorian for doing the design. Dorian, who's been doing a lot of the in-house video. If you want to just zoom in on her for a sec there, Alex. Dorian designed the whole chassis here as well, so the whole geometric kind of design. We wanted to go for something a little bit different than what we had done. Aesthetically, I guess it's super clean. Kind of got the black sparkle. I'm not sure how well that's translating on the camera.
Does it work if I like turn it? Can you see it?
Kind of. But it is a black sparkle. It's not like a super, super, super loud sparkle, but it is there. And yeah, looking at the gate here, so before we get into like, too many sounds and stuff like that. The overall controls here. So first of all, a few people asked why there was no attack control. And I forget what Dan said exactly he did, but essentially it's completely natural attack. They're like you have an attack control kind of to compensate for what a gate's doing to your tone normally, and there's no attack control on this simply because of the way he designed it. It does not kill any of your pick attack at all. It's completely natural. So there's no attack control. We got the threshold, which is just your overall gate level, and then hold and release, which sound like they are the same thing, but they're not. Hold is your overall amount of sustain, and then the release actually is kind of like how quickly it's going to cut once it detects that you've stopped playing.
Right.
So you have basically an overall sustain control, and then you have like just a kind of a quick release control. So that is kind of what allows it to be able to sustain while still cutting quickly.
Right.
As opposed to just cutting all the time.
Right.
So those are what those kind of do.
So like the way I want to play this is I want to play this for me with it like maybe not wide open.
No,
but
you don't want it to choke. Exactly.
Exactly.
And I've tried, when we were trialing this, we got several other gates, and most of the gates that I got, like when you got the threshold to like here, it would start to choke as soon as you rolled it off. And that was the thing, is we wanted to make sure that you could have a gate where you could still gate it enough to get rid of any actual noise, but still be able to control this in a way that you can roll off and actually have control of your guitar. Like not just
like to give you guys an idea.
Yeah. So just so you can hear, Derek has the gate on.
It's off right now.
It's off. I lied.
I'm playing like pretty much as light as I can. And it just barely kicks in.
I can't even hear a tonal difference, yeah.
Tone doesn't change, but if I...
So that'll open it up more, going that way, yeah. Yeah. And
so I've changed the release, so the release is wide open.
Yeah.
It's still... You can hear it a little bit there.
Dude, as soon as you turn it off, though, I can hear that squeal from the amp. Yeah.
I mean, I would never play that light.
But it allows you to.
That's more like the lightest I'm going to play. You know what I mean?
But even being able to roll your volume back and forth like that, like, yeah.
Like the gate's still on, the amount of sustain I have.
Yeah. And that was the biggest thing, 100% was to, I mean, having these two controls allows you to kind of tweak that, and it's not just like a master kind of cutoff.
Right.
And then you'll see there is a send return as well. So there's a couple different ways you can do this, and we definitely recommend running the the G8 as a 4-cable pedal.
That's how I'm running it. Right
Which
now
is
in
how
the
Derek's
Recto.
running it through the Recto, yeah. Because as I was kind of mentioning before,
Cheers, everybody.
cheers, yeah. Let's
Yeah.
do that first, actually. Yeah, cheers. It's out now. We don't have to hide things anymore.
Yeah. I'm gonna put my drink on top of this amp that I shouldn't.
I'm
Tried
sure
to
that
keep it up
I'm
on
sure
the
that
floor.
amp has had some drinks
Yeah.
spilled on it.
Yeah. This old girl's been around a little while. She's in a little bit of rough shape. Still sounds pretty good though. Like.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I saw someone ask. It is like an expansion of the gate in the Mark III. Yeah. What's up, Chris? Good to see you, man. So sorry. The send return allows for. I brought the instruction manual right here.
Oh, look at you.
Look at you. I brought the manual so I can show you guys.
Yeah, we actually did a proper manual for this
so-
rather than just putting some cards in with your pedal.
Yeah. So I'll just hold it up to this camera here. You can see very vaguely. We have the manual here with all the controls. And if you look real close on this camera, and me being 5 feet away from it, there's a few different configurations on there that we recommend trying to use the gate. Because as I was
We're all
mentioning,
too blurry for them to be able to see there.
if you can't read this and figure it out now, too bad. It's not coming in your pedal.
If you buy one, it'll come with one, and you can figure it out.
If you buy one, you can figure it out yourself. But yeah, as we were mentioning, like a lot of the noise that you get, especially with amps, like an old Recto or like a 5150 or something like that, a lot of the noise is coming from within the preamp and not necessarily just from your guitar signal. Which is why we wanted this to have a send return, because one of the configurations here, it kind of crisscrosses it, but there's a few different things you can do. First method is obviously just in and out, very simple.
Yeah, in front of the amp, right?
Just in front of the amp. So we actually, Derek's got a couple different ones hooked up, so we could try them in different configurations. So that's just in front of the amp.
So here's the noise level. Here, let's do this. I'm boosting the front of the Recto with the G3.
With the G3.
So that's in front of the amp. Now you can still hear that noise that's in the loop,
That's the loop.
and that's in the loop.
That's the loop right there. So we just hooked them up in 2 and 4 cable methods, so you could actually hear the difference. But you could hear with 4 cable method immediately, like. So sorry, turn the 4 cable one off for a sec.
Off?
Yeah. So you hear that. Right. So most of that noise is not coming from the front end; it's actually going through the loop. So as soon as you hit it, that's what you get. And what that's doing is essentially routing through both the effects loop, the preamp, and your guitar signal. So that's probably the configuration that we recommend. And then the other thing you can do, if you want to just create like a sidechain loop, you can literally just do send out to whatever pedals you want to
Nick?
gate. Send out to whatever pedals you want to gate, and then back into the return and create kind of like a sidechain. So there are 3 different main configurations. There's 4 in here, one being just gating the effects loop by itself. But with your guitar, there's just the in-out, then there's the 4 cable through the amp itself, and then there's the sidechain that allows you to gate just specific portions of your board as opposed to just gating like your master signal. So it's kind of like what we were saying. We just want to give you the ultimate flexibility to be able to eliminate noise where it's coming from, but not completely kill your signal. That's a good one.
Yeah. Mine was better.
Do you see like that was from, I stole that from you. That was like the hot lick thing I did.
Yeah, I did it exactly like that before.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely ripped that off from me.
Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, so that's kind of it. And I'm just running the, like, into a, I guess we wanted to have a couple different amps here so you could hear what it's doing, but if you hear, so that's with it off. And I'm running into the Mark III, which is a pretty quiet amp.
Yeah.
So this is with it off. And that's just into it on. Obviously, it eliminates the noise. So you can hear there a little bit of a trail on the end. So what I would want to do there is just slightly adjust the threshold. See, like, I prefer a little bit of quick attack, right? So, like, the more you roll the hold and release back, I'll just put them back as far as they'll go. So this is with, like, minimal sustain and quick release.
Yeah. Does that thing too.
And then without.
Yeah, it gives it like a percussive effect, right? Like,
Totally. But even with really...
I can't do that. Yeah.
But even with it really rolled back, That's what the hold and release is, quick as it'll go, and then as soon as I stop,
Yeah, it's
and that's like the maximum cutoff.
there.
There it just
Yeah.
finally goes. So like usually I would just go. I mean, I've kind of found the sweet spot with it just because I messed around with it already, but
Yeah.
like just enough that it eliminates any kind of trails.
I like that every time you adjust it, you move your leg so it blocks the camera that's looking at the pedal, so you don't notice it. But it's
Oh, did I? Where is it? It's this side?
Yeah.
Nice. You want to see my foot? There you go. Hey, Vans, hook me up.
yeah. Your new Vans endorsement.
So yeah, again with everything kind of minimal, like
Yeah.
whereas you can even go here and it probably will sustain as long as the guitar is going to, but at the same time,
Yeah. It still has that attack,
Yep.
right?
now you can you'll never throw anything at it that is this aggressive, but if you
yeah.
if you pin the threshold, it will do that, right?
Right.
So generally, what I would do is kind of start there
Yeah.
and then roll back to a point where it feels good, and then same thing here, which I've kind of, for my taste, I've pinpointed is about there, and then. John, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
Is it $199?
Yeah. 199.
$199. There you go.
You know, just hanging out, Sean, playing some guitar,
Hanging out.
playing with the noise gate.
Yeah.
You know how much I love noise gates, and that I know very much how to use them.
Sean actually
Use them all the time.
Sean actually likes it though, and that's the thing. Sean is not a noise gate type player. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. So
Sean, do you like the sound of my recto?
sounds really good actually.
Yeah. Do you guys prefer boosted? This is the G3. And here's the G2.
Joe's here. Joe Ballagher's here. What's up, man? Good to see you. CAD price, whatever.
Oh, man.
Whatever the exchange is. I don't know. It's funny because I live in Canada.
$249.
It's funny because I live in Canada, and with all of our products, I only think in U.S. dollars. So, does it work? Does the work in and out act as a key input for the send and return? It's. I guess it depends on how you configure it. Whether you use it with like the actual 4-cable method, like through if you cross it and go through the preamp or the effects on the amp, or if you create a side chain. Like they both have different applications.
Dude, I like that Daniel commented on the clon on your board too.
That's Derek's clone. It's not mine.
It's our clon. It's not mine.
I also
Derek's.
Derek's like, yeah, get the clone on the board so we can try it, and I just put it right
So
on here.
actually,
Derek-
so guys, the Klon, it's actually a funny story. I traded one of our dealers that had one because this Klon has a bunch of noise in it. So that's why Sam actually has it on his board, because I wanted to hear if it would get rid of the noise. So can you show us how it sounds?
Absolutely. Let me grab a single coily guitar.
No, do it with that. That's fine.
Okay.
Or does it sound terrible with that?
No, this thing sounds really good. This is one of my favorite guitars we have here.
Okay, so turn the gate off. And I'm curious. Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, I don't know what I did to it. That?
No. Well,
I mean, either way, it's a pedal that.
oh no. That the Klon had a ton of noise in it, and it's not there.
Yeah, I fixed
So-
it. I don't know.
So I actually got the Klon for a pretty slick trade deal.
Yeah.
Where it was not $5,000. Like it was significantly less than that because it had some noise, and we thought it needed a new charge pump.
It's working great.
Yeah.
So that's weird. That's just single coil hum.
No, that's not. This thing had a high pitched squeal, dude.
So with so this Mayo has a split in it. My leg's in the way. Thanks, Alex. I gotta go sideways here. So with the Mayo here, it does have a split in it. So right now, what you're hearing is a bare knuckle Blackhawk single coil ungated, which is like the highest output pickup in the world. So as soon as I turn the G8 on, it's gone, which is great. But the one thing people always worry about with a pedal like the Klon is obviously losing your kind of sensitivity and all
Yeah.
that type of stuff. So let's see if we can. Okay, so if you look here at the threshold,
Cool.
that's where it starts to kick in.
Yeah.
Yeah, right about there. So usually how I would dial this with a pedal like this is obviously like when your hands are actually touching it is when it's going to hum, because that's when the ground loop actually works. So I'll usually just hold it and then just kind of go like this until it gets to a point where that hum goes away. See, it's still going there a little bit, so let's maybe go around here. So the tone is pretty much the same, but as soon as you...
I like the sound.
Yeah, that sounds really nice. I'm using it to boost the second channel right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see how it rolls off. Like, so I have it gating pretty hard right now. Let's kind of just put everything kind of flat here. So again, that's without it.
Yeah.
It's noisy. A little bit of verb on here, actually. Let's see if we can make this sound nice. That's too much.
Boy.
That's too much too. Jeez, guys, I just wanted like 2 repeats here. Let's not do that.
Is your Strymon on too? Your El Cap on too?
The El Cap, no, that's your El Cap. That's not on. So.
Yeah.
So, gate off, gate on. And I can actually, so with, again, is with the Klon on, and I can roll back. I'm at like nothing on volume right now.
I would just like for everybody to note that I came in here today and I had asked for Sam to put that Klon on my board so I could play with it, and I came in here and it was on his.
Because
So,
I
just want to note. I just want everybody to know that pedal just somehow ended up on Sam's board and not mine.
I also built you a whole new board for this.
You did.
It's like,
Yes. Because my board is like needing, I just need to build the proper boards.
You just have to configure it. Like, that was the thing, is like implementing this. Like, it works very effectively in the effects loop, but just the way your board is configured right now, I would have had to rebuild all of it to do that.
Yeah, and my board sucks right now. Like it doesn't. Yeah.
Well, and then the same thing with like the Klon was kind of like, okay, I could just put this jumbled mess together.
Yeah.
Or throw it here. So I didn't steal the Klon on purpose, but I kind of did.
Yeah.
Oh, Anthony, thanks, man. I will say, the Zool is a fantastic gate. Like, it is very, very good. So,
Kind of disappointed it's a noise gate. JHMCWHA. Ah, man, I'm sorry. What were you hoping it would be?
Yeah.
I'd love to hear what you guys are hoping for, because I know it's coming in the next few months. So, you know.
well, I will say, like, Dan has always been someone who has taken notes from people who follow us.
Yeah.
And that was why this pedal exists, literally, because we got feedback on the MK3 gate. So
Yeah.
if there's a product that you want from us, let us know. Like, because that's literally how this came into existence, was enough people gave us feedback on liking the gate and wanting the gate that we just decided to make one. So, delay.
I'd love to do a delay. I don't know how you do it better than what Strymon's doing right now.
Yeah.
And 3-channel preamp.
Anthony,
pedal.
I know you didn't say that. I wasn't saying you did, because the Zool is amazing. It's a great pedal.
Yeah.
Joe, it's available now.
Yep.
The link is in the comments here, and the link actually should be in the description, and it's now on our online store.
Alan, I don't know how to say your last name. I'm sorry. I'm terrible if that's a French name.
Lajoie.
Lajoie?
We're English,
Lajoie?
so sorry.
Tell me if I was even close. Yeah, more pedals. Yes, in the new year.
Yeah.
At least 1, maybe 2 new pedals. I'm not telling you when, but yes, next year.
There's
Also, more amps next year.
yes, lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High-end reverb. Interesting.
I mean, he did voices on reverb on the Dynamis.
Yeah. I guess, so what would you guys want in that? Like, are you guys, like, are you into, like, more analog control versus digital delays, or what? Yeah.
Anthony says what he wants is sitting next to you.
What is sitting next to me that he wants?
The 50.
Oh, the 50. Yeah.
Yeah.
Synergy reps. Yeah, Synergy will be, well, I shouldn't say anything because I haven't spoken to Avi at Boutique, but we have discussed that already. It is on our docket of things to work on designing. We just, honestly, since Boutique had their fire, we didn't really pick that conversation back up. But
right, yeah.
absolutely, we've talked to them, and we will look at, we are definitely going to do generator Synergy modules if they still want us to do it, so.
Yeah. You guys are gonna make me poor.
You guys are gonna make me poor. I'm already poor. So, you know what? This company's already made me very poor. So,
I buy all of our things.
yeah, because I end up trading for things like pedals that I don't need or guitars.
Rex, where's the best placement on my board? After the OG distortion pedal or before? Can I put modulation, delay, reverb on the send return of the G8 pedal? Cool. So there's a couple different ways that you could do this, Rex. I mean, generally, I guess it depends on what you want to do. Like, in terms of running it after an overdrive or before, that's kind of up to you. It kind of depends on how much you want to gate. I personally like running it in front. Right after, I'll usually go like tuner, compressor, and then a gate, just because I like to gate the compression a little bit because it can get a little wild.
Would you gate before or after an OD pedal though?
That's the thing is I guess it depends on what you want to do because like on yours I put it after.
Yeah.
Because this amp is just so noisy, and I tried both and I found that with this amp specifically it worked better after those because when you're not using those it's just gating it off your guitar. With this one I'm running it just right in, and then with the other one there it's 4-cable method. So it really just depends on your situation. I think the biggest thing is kind of being able to pinpoint where your noise is coming from and running it that way. So gating the effects loop with delays and reverbs, I'd probably recommend running the 4-cable method through the amp effects loop. I find that running the send return as a side chain is most effective when you're looking to gate specific overdrive or distortion pedals without gating your effects loop. Like that would be kind of the workaround if you're wanting to do it that way and not gate your verbs and delays and stuff. If you're wanting to gate your effects loop, I would recommend doing the 4-cable method where you're simultaneously running through the front and back end of the amp. Both of those come in the manual as well, explaining the difference.
I like that the Boo Ninja is trying to trade his organs for, I'm pretty sure you could get a whole lot more than a generator for your kidney.
Are they his organs or are they organs of bodies that he has harvested?
Yeah. Either way, I mean, I'm sure it's worth more than $3,000.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Sorry, Rex. So that'd be kind of my answer there. If you're specifically wanting to gate delays and verbs and that type of stuff, it might be best to run the 4-cable method through the front and back end of your amp. If you're wanting to gate specific pedals, it could be verbs and delays or overdrives. Anything you're wanting to gate specifically, I would run kind of like a sidechain loop type thing. The way that gets complicated is obviously if you're wanting to do a sidechain and some pedals are in your loop and some pedals are not. So if you're simultaneously running in front and behind your amp, I would recommend the 4-cable method through the preamp and effects loop.
Dude, thanks, Joe. For you guys who don't know Joe's the owner and I think head designer behind all of Gallagher guitars, which are kick-ass guitars.
And is also a super nice dude. So thanks a lot, Joe.
I was gonna say he's a bit of a dick, but you know, just kidding.
Not at all.
Anyway, no, Joe's awesome, and his
Joe's the
guitars
nicest
are just killer. So check him out and check out his guitars.
Absolutely.
And like very reasonably priced for what you're getting an awesome guitar for the money.
I remember the first time I went to the Gallagher booth and tried them. He told me what they cost, and I was like, "Holy shit, really?"
Yeah.
This is like fantastic. Probably some of the best guitars you're gonna get for that price point. So, what's his face? Dan from 4 Year Strong is using Gallagher now.
Yeah, Fluff is using like the Hyperion.
Yep.
For forever. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great stuff. So.
You haven't.
I don't know if it'll smell like maple syrup or not, but.
we can douse it in maple syrup, but it probably won't work. So. You haven't seen my kidneys. Lucky to get a hat.
We'll give you a hat for it if you cut it out.
Anyway, sorry. I'm gonna get back to messing with this clon for a second. Is there verb on here? Anyway, sorry. We got distracted, but basically.
What are you guys drinking tonight? It's supposed to be called Gear and Beer, so I was drinking a Caesar, which the Americans don't really have. They have the Bloody Mary,
Bloody
which is kind
Marys.
of close, but
Kind of close.
not the same thing.
I had a buddy from England that I was touring with on the last Dallas Smith tour. Had never had Caesars before he came to Canada.
Oh yeah.
And we did a Canada tour, and he had one. And he was just like, this is the best. And then like literally every restaurant we went to on the entire tour, he ordered a Caesar because he just like had to compare all of them.
Anthony's drinking Diet Sunkist. Nice.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure Anthony is sober, which, yeah, good on you, man. That's,
Yeah, it's tough to do,
Yep.
especially in times like these.
Yeah.
Seriously, new pedal nuts, and on night 2 of the Chal, go Hawks.
Oh.
You know what? I won't hate the Blackhawks.
No,
I
man.
don't mind the Blackhawks.
Jonathan Taves is awesome. He's from like 30 minutes away.
Yeah, actually, he lives, my parents' street is off of his street.
Oh, really?
He came to a couple of my hockey practices as a kid because one of the kids on our team was like his neighbor. It was pretty sweet.
I play hockey in the arena that's named after him by your house.
Yeah, it's always Dakota to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always Dakota.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buddy played my G3 pedal for 2 minutes. Pulled that and ordered it.
Oh, nice, man.
Nice. Thanks, Ross. It's awesome, man. Love Caesars. When I lived in Canada, can't buy Clamato. Really?
Oh, man, that sucks.
I don't. Oh, man, my wife loves Clamato in beer.
Yeah, dude, a bloody beer. Yeah, it's good.
I hate it. I can't do
Really?
it. Yeah. Can't do it. I mean, I like a Caesar. I like this types of Clamato tastes, but I don't know.
And now I'm drinking a Radler because I don't drink any plain beer, which is, you're drinking normal beers.
No, well, I had that friggin' white freezy thing before.
What was that?
It was Mike's Hard White Freezy.
Oh, why?
Because it's good.
Because you're still a child.
Yeah, at 30 in 4 months.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah.
Kids these days.
Kids these
With your
days.
Dan Fogelbert.
Those little emoji clues made me overthink to a comical degree. You can thank Kyle for that. Redbeard the Pirate. Oh, that's a good name. Caesars, yeah, we got a little Caesar. Yeah, we got little Caesars down here. And it's probably...
Alex is the king of puns.
Alex is the best. Alex, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Oh, yeah.
Killing Cook Zero.
Man,
nice.
where did that go?
Austin, nice, man. I love Austin. Austin's a great city.
The comment just disappeared that just said classic movie. And I was like, oh, somebody got the reference of it. I don't know where it went,
Of
though.
what? I clearly didn't get it.
There, yeah. Tony, classic movie? Basketball.
You always quote basketball, and I always miss it.
Oh, it's such a good movie.
It's such a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, sorry, we got distracted again, but basically, if anyone had missed, like, using it with the Klon, you know, it kind of feels like it's not there. But as soon as you turn it off... Sorry, I didn't split on. With any single coil stuff, like... So if you listen to the actual tonality...
Why?
Or just minor 7, major 7. What is it?
I can play that chord too if I try. I don't know what chord it is.
So, yeah. Oh man, that's actually crazy. Like, without...
Dude, I bet you why that dude thought that Klon was noisy is he was plugging it in with a one spot.
Probably. Just give you a sick deal on it thinking it was noisy, like...
All of the one spots we have here are just like every one of them is noisy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And like that's what he plugged it in with when I was trying it. I'm very happy right now.
I am pleased. It was funny because I plugged it in and I was like, I don't really know what you're talking about. Anyways, so it works great, yeah, for just simple noise elimination, as well as obviously like if you want to do like triple Gentman 6000.
I will not do that.
It's actually on. Let's do a single coil setting. So, and I'm just gonna make
See?
sure
I can do it too.
off here. Oh yeah, there you go. So I got just a little bit of compression on the front. So I am running it after the compressor.
Yeah.
You know what, JC, I see you commenting on that, and a lot, and that is, I think, another thought that went into this is like a lot of the time you're just trying to eliminate noise that you might get from like noisy power from a wall.
Yeah.
Like how many venues did you play where it's like some community center where like nothing's grounded and like, you know, you bring this guy in there.
Dude, we broke the grounds off of every power cable we had because of that crap.
Yeah.
Yep. Like, we were like, well, this is the only thing that might fix this
Well,
tonight.
maybe we'll get zapped today.
Well, hopes, eh? Well.
Big gulps or,
Yeah.
or what?
Ross, man, thank you. I'm stoked that you're happy with your G20. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that wide switch because I like to play low gain stuff.
Yep. Totally.
So,
Yep.
I mean, I still have fun playing high gain stuff.
I feel like that'll be a staple on all the amps now. As soon as that came out, it's like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like it. I
Dude,
don't know
that thing
what else
sounds
to do
really
with
good. I haven't plugged into a rectifier in like.
that. Forever.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
And I think it was just because. Nice. Thanks, guys.
Oh, it looks like our audio and video guys are working hard. That's what it sounds like.
Can't spill the beans in new amps yet, just because I don't think we've decided what's next yet. But a lot of what people have been asking for after the MK3 release is being considered.
I'll tell you what's coming out.
Okay, you can do
There's
it.
going to be a new Dynamis next year. We've talked to you about that for forever. So it's
You,
not going to be early in the
you can
year.
say it. I'm just not going to say
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I can also tell you that if we have time and if parts are available and all of that fun stuff, we're hopefully going to have like the replacement for the Generator 740 next year, like the Mark III version of that. So those are things coming up. As for the new amps that are voicing, excuse me as I burp into our mics, stuff that you guys haven't heard, I'm not going to tell you about any of that. So, that, like Anthony asking about the 50 that's beside me here right now, I don't know about that. There'll be other new stuff that is not in those lines later, but I know the Dynamis is one of the big things that we're all excited about right now is the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
the redesign on that. So
Revoice of that. Sorry, Joe. We're running actually off the direct of the back of the amps. So I believe it's the two notes. It would still be the veteran, or is it the Celestians?
all right, so I'm running the Capture X on the Recto though, because it doesn't have embedded. But and
I often forget that not all amps have that now.
I have no idea what IR I'm running and whether or not we loaded our own in here or if this is just preset 1 on the Capture X. I think it might just be preset 1.
It is, yeah. Which
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure. On this right now, I'm running preset 1. Which are these? Is it the new
Nope,
ones?
that's
So this
the
is the Vet 30.
Vet 30s, yeah.
Vet 30. Yeah. So yeah, just running the Rev 412 simulation, which is in the currently you can get on the Two Note store.
Yeah, if you guys don't have like one of our embedded amps, Josie, what's up?
What's up, dude? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, anybody who wants a G8, hit up Josie at Sweetwater. He will take care of you like no one else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I see nothing but positive reviews.
Dude,
Yeah,
I've bought lots of
Josie-
stuff from Josie.
Josie's the
He's
man.
awesome to deal with.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude knows how to play guitar too.
I haven't seen him play guitar. Josie, when we chill, he'll have to play guitar for me. Hang out.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Yeah, whenever we come back to Sweetwater.
Yeah.
Someday.
I haven't been. I'd love to go.
I heard Travis was saying on our meeting today, though, that the U.S. border is opening to Canadians.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Back we come.
That's good news. It'd be nice.
Oh.
I'd love to go to Sweetwater someday.
Oh, look at who has arrived. It is our good friend Trey Xavier from Gear Gods.
Hello, Trey.
Hello, Trey.
Phrasing. What's that in reference to? I set up stereo 2 different cabinets, and it's awesome. Yeah, you can do the
Yeah.
stereo cab for sure, Tony. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was starting to say there, and then I got sidetracked that if you don't have one of our amps with an embedded, like pick up a Capture X for whatever amp you do have, or if you have a Mark II or Mark I, pick up a Capture X, and it's, it'll change your life as far as like when you can play and record and all of that fun stuff.
And
yeah.
how no stay in your
I will not stay in my country, Trey. And you don't want me to do that because last time I saw you, we went and had delicious ramen. Love that place.
dude,
in
I gotta
Anaheim.
go. Dude, there's
Budokan,
a
if you're in Anaheim, go to
there's
Budokan ramen, please.
It's not ramen. but there's a really good pulled noodle place on Pembina now where they're making all the noodles in house.
Oh yeah. I've
Brand
heard
new.
about
It's
that.
called Guang Lanzu or something. But holy crap, man! Like you go
good
there,
stuff.
and the dude is literally like spinning them and doing the thing there. It's super good. Yeah. It's like
Jacob, will there be a G5, G6, and G7? I mean, I have no idea. Andy, it is available for purchase. Sweetwater will have them on sale, I would think, like midnight tonight or something. Like tomorrow's the official release date.
Yeah.
So Sweetwater and all of our retailers should have them on by then. I think it is on our website now. So
Yeah, and again, the link is in the comments here and also should be in the description. If not, you can just go to our online store and it is now live.
yeah.
I missed the last couple gong streams. We're good. On submission timeline, Gear Gods. Oh, that's a Trey question. Trey can answer that one. So
Brandon's got them up on his site already at Guitar Brando out in Alberta.
Yep.
So get after it.
Oh yeah, I saw your post today, Brandon. Thanks for the hype, man. Really appreciate it. P6 plays the old pop song on loop. What does he say? On loop from hell, yeah, brother.
Oh, Andy, thanks so much for your support, dude. Stoked that you have all three.
Thanks,
I have two on my board now. They didn't give me all three.
Talking about phrasing should have been here earlier, and so I was talking about the four cable method going in and out. Puna just says talking about phrasing should have been here. We were talking about four cable method going in and out the back. Was that with everything on?
Yeah, of course.
I actually secretly did this so that you can't turn all
I
of
was
your
gonna say
pedals on.
there was nothing wrong with my other board. It was like he's not turning all that crap on tonight. Noise gate can't handle it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
You're like,
I just would have had to reposition everything to make the four cable work.
I need either three gates or I need to set the threshold as tight as possible so it just closes. Yeah. If I could do a pick screen.
Into it.
You were hoping Jacob was hoping we would do a reverb. You know, we've talked about it.
We have said it would be called the reverb.
Yeah. I will say the next pedal up, I have gotten to play the prototype of it, and it's
very good.
it's very impressive.
very good.
It is not like anything else that we have currently.
Yeah.
I will tell you guys that it is not a modulation pedal.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know when it's going to be ready. So that's all I can tell you.
But it is in existence and it is happening.
Yeah.
So
So sometime next year. But yeah, it's fun. So for those of you who are hoping for something else from us that wasn't a gate,
Yeah.
there is something.
I don't know. I think the gate was kind of an obvious one, just based off like you can now have the gate from the MK3 with your G series pedals and your G20.
Yeah.
And have like the full kind of rev rig, like that's kind of what's nice about all the channels and now the gate being put into a pedal, because you can just kind of make these convertible rigs if you don't have the full size amp and still get everything that the full size amps have. So.
And I will say that the G3 is noisier than the amp is.
Oh yeah,
So
by quite a
like,
bit. Yeah.
it makes a big difference. Like, there's the G3 into the front of the recto, and there's the gate.
That's actually crazy. I know you can't hear anything without the ears, but it's actually crazy. Ethan, it is similar to this. It's not just like a noise suppressor, like it is a smart gate. It's like a fairly, I guess smart gate wouldn't be the technical term, but like it is a gate with different parameters. It's not just like a noise suppressor. Love an ambient reverb from you guys in the shimmer. Hey man, the Dynamis reverb's really nice. Oh yeah, there you go. There's the store link right there. You guys have it up there? You can put that on the screen if you want. So guys, there's the online store link. It's either going to be usd.revamplification.com or cad.revamplification.com, whatever area you live in.
And literally, I think like pretty well all of our dealers have inventory either already there or landing there within a day. So hit up any one of our dealers for it too, and support those guys. Like, I'd love to see you guys buy out Brando of whatever he's got.
Jacob, I guess that was kind of the point, though, is like it is certainly a high gain gate, but it does work very, very well for low gain settings, and it is really responsive to rolling your volume back on your guitar without choking it. So yeah, it is a high gain gate for sure, but it also is just a low gain noise reduction tool if you're dealing with a noisy old amp or something that you could put with an old amp or some old pedals or an old Strat or whatever that you could have that wouldn't suck the authenticity out of it. Does it gent? Yes, it does. Actually. Oh yeah, drop her down. Ah, I'm gonna hit her a little harder there.
Does it help if I gallop? I cannot do those things.
Honestly,
My
like,
wrist doesn't do that.
but even if you listen to it without that on, like, you can still hear everything, right? Right, so here I'd still catching a little bit there, so I'd turn the threshold. I had to. I'm sorry.
So amazing. It's almost as good as my.
Fuck. It will not gate that.
No, not especially not if I turn on both pedals. Tasso, who is our dealer in Quebec? Jack and Phil Music, or Electric Mojo, or Long McQuaid.
Yep.
Sorry if there's somebody else in Quebec that Drum and Music.
Yeah,
I'm
Drum
trying to
and-
think of.
There's a few actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Any of those.
Yeah. And if we forgot you, we're very sorry.
Yes.
We love all of our dealers. Yeah. Rev is why we have nice things. So sorry, yes, it does. Yeah, that's how you do it. Dude, I gotta show you the new Spirit Box album.
I'm not stopping.
No, I know. Okay, guys, this is like a
What's going on, Jake? Oh, yes.
Jake, what's up? Jackie and Jake are stopping by long enough to do these powerful dissonant efforts. Thank you. You guys timed in just in time.
Yeah.
I completely lost track of what I was talking about now. That's what that did to me. I was going to say something and I forgot. It's okay. Preamp version of the G20. So the G20 is actually based on the G3.
G20 is based off of the
Or the
purple channel from the one.
purple channel,
slash
which the
2020.
G3 is also based on.
Yeah. So
that-
you're talking about like a multi-channel, so you can have a clean and a high gain. It's something we talked about. I'm just not sure how many people, and I mean, I would love to hear your feedback, and you can email me at derek@revamps.com. I'd love to know how many people want that, because most of what I see is people buying like some sort of like clean pre or something that does just like a slight amount of overdrive, and then they put like single stomp distortions in front of that.
Yeah, or like a cab M or something after, so you can run like an all solid state rig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm curious. Like, it is definitely something that we've talked about.
Yeah.
So.
If there's enough, if enough people are interested, we could try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like like each of the G series is essentially like a solid state version of those channels, so it is possible. I guess it would just depend on how many people would want it. So
That's right.
that's right, you did.
Oh, that's right. You did.
Oh, I was gonna say, the new Spirit Box album. Like, you think that I do a lot of that stuff? Like,
Oh, I don't,
Mike Stringer makes the most fucked up noises. Like,
Oh, really?
there's a couple parts where I was just like, this is so
I felt
aggressive.
in your
It was
launch-
like,
every time I watch your launch video for the G8, I'm just like, that timing on that.
yeah.
Yeah, and the drums are not in. No. It's not.
Yeah, it's 5/4. It's like,
I don't like it. It makes me feel like I'm having a stroke.
that's what
whenever
it
I
is.
listen to it.
It's
Stop. Please.
it's 5/8. Agents are making 2 amp with clean purple and red channels only.
We
that's
do.
interesting.
It's called the 120, except it also has the bonus of a green channel.
And they're all
I'm
the
just kidding.
same wattage. They are actually all the same wattage. Just so you know.
Probably not any chance of that because, to be honest, the sales of the 120 are like dwarfing the sales of the 100p and 100R compared to what we were expecting.
Yes.
So most people are just buying the 120 anyway over the 100 versions. So yeah. We'll probably just stick with that.
How close is the G4 to the red channel? I want a 120, but the 100p is much friendlier on my wallet. Got the G4 and the 4K on my configure pedalboard. I don't know. I feel like the 4th channel on the Mark III is a little bit more like the 740, if anything, I think. It's kind of like G3 versus the actual purple channel. I mean, like, just because you're throwing it in front, you're going to get a little bit more noise. And it is a little bit more saturated because it's actually hitting the front end of your amp harder. I think internally and like in terms of what it actually does, the voicing is quite similar. It's just where it's positioned in your chain and kind of the application of that. But the new red channel, I will say, like I wasn't like on my Mark 1, I found that I was rarely using the red channel, not because it wasn't good, but just because the 3rd channel on that just kind of catered to what I needed. And on the Mark 3, the red channel definitely was a big improvement. Difference.
Careful what you say.
I was going
You're
to say
like, I don't want to put my foot in my mouth right now.
improvement.
Dan might be watching
Well,
this.
no, I mean Dan would say it's an improvement too, though, or else
it
he
is.
wouldn't have put it in the amp. You know, like
It's-
that's exactly what it is. Like
He wanted to change the red channel. That's why he did. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I would say that. Oh no. I'm in deep. Yeah, no, we both crashed and burned on that. Me worse than you.
drop D.
Yeah. So, I would say that the G4 is not that close to the red channel on the Mark III. I would say it is a
maybe
closer
on the Mark II.
representation to Mark II red channel. But the difference between Mark II and Mark III red channels is very, very noticeable. Like,
Same thing with the green. Like the purple, I mean, everything was improved upon, but I feel like green and red were a lot more drastic than 3.
yeah, the thing about the green though is I feel like it just got like a little bit thicker and more saturation, but the characteristic
Is there
of how the voicing is very similar between Mark II and Mark III.
Yeah.
It's just more saturation and the fact that it got those drive modes, right? So the fact that you could
And
step up.
the bright. Oh, no, the bright was on the old one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Channel 4 was absolutely fully revoiced.
Yeah.
Like the red channel was,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a substantial
Which actually
difference.
came first? Was it 3 or 4? Like, do you know when Dan built the amp, which one he made first? Like, which channel?
Oh, I don't know. On the original 120?
Yeah. I wonder what his, like, original...
I'm going to assume 3 comes before 4.
I guess so.
Yeah. I'm not saying that to be a smartass.
No. I was just trying to think of
like,
which one he actually... I
am,
was
but-
talking to him about it, and I think I had assumed that he came up with...
Dan, I know you're not watching right now, but if you were and could chime in, it would be great if you could tell us. But chances are Dan is not watching because I know he's working on 2 new projects right now. So
I always assumed that the 3rd channel came second just because it was a lot more modern, and in my brain I was just like, oh, I'm sure someone just suggested like that type of voicing, but I think the 3rd channel actually did come first, and then he wanted something with just like a little bit more sag to be more traditional.
Dan was never a rectifier style guy.
No, he was like a
Right,
5150
like that,
style
like-
guy.
So my guess is that's probably yeah.
Difference between 740 and 120 is
lot.
pretty massive now. Yeah, like to be completely honest, pretty much everything tonally and feature-wise is different. Like
Yeah.
they kind of stemmed from the same initial concept. Like the Mark II is more similar. Like the Mark II 100R is probably more similar to a 740 than anything else because the high gain channel in the 740 is the red channel. But yeah, everything was revoiced on the new amp. So I think once a new 740 comes out, it might be safer to compare that.
The red channel on 740 is not like the red channel on any other amp. It is the closest thing to a combination between red and purple that you can get.
Yeah.
And it is.
It's just the way it breaks up, like with that power and those tubes, like.
And more importantly, the Mark II 740's green channel is the best channel on any amp we make.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
It's still my favorite.
There's
and
something about that size and power, like.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable. One day I'll actually have mine here for you guys to listen to. Maybe when we get to our new building, we'll have that set up. And
oh yeah, we're moving. I don't know if we said that on the stream yet.
pretty soon.
Did we?
Maybe a little bit before we're streaming from there, but yeah.
I think we'll still be doing the streams from here, but we're moving into a new facility, which will have a new live stream studio, which will be great. We'll be able to,
with more room.
with less clutter.
Yes.
So, yeah. Very
Less
nice.
stuff.
Yeah. It's like 5 minutes away, though. We're not moving too far. So.
Yeah. Ross, you feel we're getting close to a Rev multi-effects board to compete with Helix and Kemper. I feel differently, my friend. And I don't know if that tells you anything, but I feel we are a long ways away from that.
DSP engineering is
I was
a
going to
very
say, we don't
complex
have any
thing.
DSP engineers here yet, so, you know, maybe once we do, we'll be a little closer to that, but I...
Get Will and Carl to finish their degrees and simultaneously build us stuff.
Yeah. That sounds really good, man.
It sounds really nice. Just roll back like that, too. Get some mid-gain tones going here.
Oh, that's nice.
Slap back.
I like how this shot has the bottom of my beer rather than like it's close up on my beer. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how running like through the inside of the amp gates that thing. Like I remember hooking this thing up today to like get all these rigs going. I'm just like, oh no, this is so loud. Like, what's gonna happen here? And then we had it hooked up, and we're like, it's not doing anything. And then I'm like, oh yeah, you have to actually turn the effects loop on in the back of the amp. I didn't realize you had to do that, but.
Any plans for rack gear and of course stereo cabs? Oh, hey, Keith from 5 Out World. Sorry, I should read. Hey, Keith, what did you miss? You missed that we launched a new gate pedal, the new G8. So, I don't know if you use a gate, but you should message me later, Keith, because I'm interested whether you do, because I feel like that's not something that you normally use, but I would love to get your opinion.
Yeah, see what you think of it.
Any plans for rack gear and of course stereo cabs? Nope and nope that I know of right now. Possibly, yeah. If again, if there's demand for it, sure. What else have we got? Scroll back up there, Stokes.
Beer shots are great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How about rev tube driven pedals? Thoughts? Well, I'm not gonna lie. Anytime I've played a true tube-driven pedal, I feel like the solid-state versions of similar pedals have done it just as well or better, and don't have the finickiness of a tube. So I feel like I feel like I have yet to play a pedal. That doesn't mean that Dan won't watch this and hear me and be like, I could build a pedal that'll be better than that, and like, you know, or
then-
like
and
it'll
then do it.
react the way that I want it to. And then he'll build it. But yeah, I would say I haven't been unhappy with how like solid state preamp pedals have performed.
Yep.
So
And if you're running with a tube amp, like, I can understand how they'd be appealing if you're running like an all solid state rig, I guess. Like just to get a bit of that. But I feel like what I like more about the tubes is like the power tube breakup. Like when you push it, like Dan did a pretty good job of voicing. You know, like obviously the amp, all the channels have preamp tubes in it, and he did a pretty good job of voicing solid state pedals that sounded like them. Like it's more the breakup you get from a power section that I really find to be different.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Louis? Louis got a great YouTube channel too. If you guys ever checked him out, he does a lot of heavy demo stuff. Another gate, but this one is called G8. Yep, correct.
Yeah.
So
basically.
KSR series, man, I'd like to try that. I haven't played it yet.
I've heard great things about it.
Yeah, I have heard very good things.
Yeah.
Kyle builds nothing but top-notch stuff.
Yeah.
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 Killer
KSR.
products.
KSR amps.
And the two notes to the lead, you know, I would say, like I worked for two notes for years, and I would say that the thing with the lead is it takes a significant amount of time to dial it in, and you absolutely want to run it with a cab am or a cab, and you want to run their digital cab simulations. If you're running the what's the word I'm looking for? My brain is not working right now. The analog simulations, it's just not as good. I think it's kind of underwhelming. But if you pair it with the right Dyne-IR, the lead, the LaCrunch, or the LaClean, sound great. Yeah. I really like the LaClean before we had the D20. I used it on my board for when I was playing at church. That with a G2 and a G3 was just killer with a cab. So yeah.
They are intended to be like preamps, though, right? Like you would want to run some sort of cab simulation with them. Like, not just use it as a pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Louis saying that he's got that. I don't know if you go by Louis or Louis. Sorry, man. I know people go both ways, but yeah. So.
Thank you. I'll do that.
I like how everybody here is laughing at me like I just made some ridiculous innuendo, which I did not mean to. But
hey, man.
We've got a bunch of
It's all good.
We're
progressive.
Childs. We got a bunch of childs here because I can't say children. I'm too stupid to say both.
Other than G series pedals, I love Freeman pedals. Oh man, BEOD is one of my favorites too. On the every intervals tour we've done where I've had to use a pedal board, that's been on there for sure. That's a great pedal for. I actually use it for more of like the mid gain, kind of like split coily type thing, like the. Oh jeez, what did I do?
Geez, yeah.
What did I do? Oh no. Like just making sure it's doing it. Take the power section from a D20 G20 and put the power in a pedal that you can combine it with the G series pedals and have a pedal board fly rig.
Man, I would love to see whether or not we could design a, I should say if Dan could design a solid state power section, they could do that rather than the tube driven.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm probably always going to prefer tube driven power sections over solid state, but if you actually want a fly rig, I mean, that's the way to go.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
something you can just carry on with you too that you don't have to check.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
or that the airline can lose.
You'll let me
seems-
borrow your series for a discount code and a hockey jersey. Nice.
Nice.
That's
Working
awesome.
Stronger touching sales in the G20 is the smartest amp ever made. Oh man, thank you so much, Ross. Really appreciate that, man. Yeah, G20 was good. I don't know, gives you that.
The
other-
grade gate.
What?
I like that. So it's funny that Louis said the same thing about like another noise gate pedal. And to be honest, like, yeah, I mean, I'm not a noise gate guy, so I was like, I don't know what will set this apart from any other noise gate.
And also, like, who buys this? Because I don't. Like.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I've never used a noise gate in my life, so I'm clearly not our target market.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I mean, I can't argue with like
I mean,
how quiet my recto is now. Like,
yeah. That's crazy, man. That's actually insane.
yeah,
That's I think this is the first time today that I like. Obviously, when we tested it, we hooked it up to like the Friedman and like a couple other high-end amps. But this is my first time hooking it up to like an amp like this, where it's like like an older high gain amp. And that was, I think, Dan's intent was to be able to do what the internal gate does in here, but to other amplifiers, and it does it so well. That's awesome.
when testing a mix, I check the sound in my car. Do you two notes too?
Wait, what?
I'm going to say Alpine aftermarket car stereo when favoring gear in R&D or.
I mean, I do that like with recordings, but I haven't tried plugging an amp into my car. So, maybe.
I mean, that's where I try every. That's where I try every.
Lucas, what's up?
This in my car.
Lucas is doing his review. That's great.
Yeah, Bucas. All right, Bucas. What mean things are you going to say? Are you going to say that the noise gate was so powerful that it ripped the roof off your house?
Lucas
I
was
shouldn't
in the,
bug
Lucas
him.
was in the hurricane.
Lucas was in the hurricane and then fucked up the roof of his house. I shouldn't make fun of that. I'm sorry, Lucas. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. I had to take a shot at it. Lucas's sick riffs were
Yeah.
we're just destroying houses.
Can you scroll up for 1 sec, Alex? I thought I saw one more there that we wanted to. Sorry, a little more. There was maybe one that I missed. Was there? Sorry, it was unrelated. Was there inspiration for the purple channel, or was it a sound someone always wanted? It was the sound that Dan always wanted.
Yeah, the inspiration for any of the voicings in any of our amps came from what Dan heard in his head and what he wanted to build into an amplifier.
Yeah, literally.
I asked him the same thing when I met him, is like, what did you model this after? And he's like, the sound in my head.
Yeah, literally.
like,
Like
okay.
a lot of people have been like, oh, so is it like supposed to be like this mixed with this? And he's like, no.
No,
It was
but I can see how you got there.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that, Dan had tried a lot of amps and played a lot of amps and known what he liked about all of those amps, and just kind of tried to take all the sounds that he was hearing that he enjoyed and put them together and put them across 4 channels that were independently usable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys always have killer tone.
Thanks, Johnny.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, man.
My tone tonight is brought to you by the 1990s Revision F Dual Rectifier.
That's the good one.
And the G2 or G3 pedal boosting it with the gate cell.
Yep.
When will the G8 be available at Sweetwater? I think tomorrow.
Yeah.
Should be.
Should be going at midnight. Yeah.
Yeah. And if they don't have it there tomorrow, it's because their inventory hasn't been received in their warehouse, but was shipped to them last week.
We have shipped to Sweetwater, Tyler, so they'll have stock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know
nice,
what
nice
else to
like
do.
3-second jam.
Yeah, I know. I'm horrible at playing with other people.
Could have made a joke there, but I didn't.
You probably could. I wouldn't have been too sad. Are you still in D?
What?
Are you still in D?
Nope. Centered. Rev to Fractal. I think we talked about that a while ago.
Yeah, I'm just like not on the ball with that.
Oh, okay.
I need to. Yeah, I got an email from Matt at Fractal yesterday, the day before, and that's 100% me just dropping the ball between us moving and.
Yeah, we got lots going on.
So soon.
It'll
I
happen.
apologize to everybody. Yes, it is going to happen. So very soon.
Single coil guitar through the dual rack.
Yeah, sure, man.
Let's do it. With the telly over there. There's the EB Rooster here.
You know what? Like, do you have a working Strat here?
There's the EB Rooster. There's the red Strat right there.
Oh, yeah. Give me the EB Rooster. Those other ones have Fishmans, which are like noise canceling in that already.
I will say the humidity dropped significantly, so I don't know how the fret buzz is going to be on that. It was 30 degrees last week in October here, which is unheard of, and now we're back on schedule for the cold. So all the guitarists have decided to do their yearly neck dive that I will have to service, and I haven't got to it yet. We'll see what the humidity's like in the new place. Running that with the G3, that's pretty quiet.
Yeah, the frets are nice and sharp.
My files in.
Yeah, there you go.
Sounds great. I'm curious as to if the 2-cable one will do that too. Like,
The 2 cable?
or like if you have them both on, will it? Yeah, there you go.
You can hear that noise in the loop, though.
Yeah, totally. And that's why it's nice to be able to actually gate that. You know? then turn the 4 cable one on.
You can hear that like oscillating thing, eh?
Now you don't.
Somebody asked if we were using that chip. I honestly have no idea what series it is. I'm 99% sure the chip is from that company. I think that's the.
Is it like the one that? What do you mean?
So the company that makes the noise gate chips that like most people use is a company called That Company.
Oh.
So I don't know the model, but I'm pretty sure. Like I know it's a chip from That, which is hilarious that their company is called That.
I thought he was just saying that isn't like the one that's because I know there's like this potential chip shortage thing. So I thought he was saying like, is it that one that's like a thing? We're like,
Yeah.
no, I don't think so.
You're down
yeah,
to
you're
half
standard.
standard, yeah.
Oh,
Any new Tolex or leather options? Yeah, Western White. I don't think we've put up on the website yet, have we?
and the gold that we got for Ben Bruce.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty slick.
Yeah, gold. I guess it's just gold Bronco. It almost looks like a gold kind of foil. It's pretty nice. Yeah, Ben Bruce from Asking Alexandria got a couple 120s done up in like an emerald green with the gold front, which is super nice. So yeah, yeah. Hey Ross, thank you, man. Thanks for the support. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing with the cameras? Jeez.
Stained burl heads. Man, I do want to get into doing like nicer wood finishes once we get into our new building, but
Yeah.
right now none of us know how to do that, so we're not
Yeah,
going to.
totally.
So
Not to
maybe-
mention how dry it is here.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
it'll be a bit of a challenge, but
absolutely.
it is something that I would like to eventually get into. Maybe we can just farm that out and like just do like the front faceplate thing.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about that, like that's kind of Driftwood's big thing. Like
Yeah.
that's their aesthetic, and
Yeah,
I don't want to.
Omega does a bit of that too.
I don't want to just copy their aesthetic.
Oh,
but-
they do like the actual panel. Yeah.
Yeah, just the front panel is
Yeah, yeah.
is in like custom wood like that. I guess Boogie does that
Yeah.
on a lot of their stuff too. So
Actually, yeah, like their combos, you can do like the custom flame maple and stuff too.
yeah,
Justin in. Oh, hey man. So it's the G8 noise gate pedal is our new pedal, which we've been demoing throughout the evening here. There's super transparent gate, which you can use for super high gain, chuggy stuff, or you can use with low gain stuff, just kind of as a noise reduction tool. Yeah. Listening review. Always compare the generator as a combination. I mean, you know what? Maybe those are the like maybe he just liked. I don't know. I mean, to say that it wasn't influenced is kind of naive because obviously it was influenced by sounds that he had heard over the years. Like it's not intended to sound like anything, but it's obviously influenced by other sounds. And I feel like it was just trying to bridge the gap between all of the things that he had tried. So I don't think that's. It is interesting. I feel like people also just like to pinpoint things where it's like this.
I do that all the time, right?
Yeah.
Like I tell people when they're just like trying our stuff out or asking about it. I always say like if you're more of a like 5150 Uberschall kind of guy, you're gonna like the purple channel,
Yeah,
right?
Totally. More
And
more
if you're
modern,
more of-
like searing mids.
If you're more of a rectifier fan, you're gonna like the red channel. So
Totally.
yeah,
Adam, can you show us how you have it
Panda.
set for Chugga Chugs? Yes, we can do that.
I'm thinking panda leather, poly. Nice.
Nice. What's up, Paul? So, oh, I can't even hear now. This is off. So yeah, I guess for chug type stuff, like what I was saying before, is you kind of just gotta find the find where your noise is coming from first. So obviously, if I turn it off, you look at the pedal there, you can still hear the noise coming through. So I've got the threshold. Like it's gonna be, I guess it's gonna be different for every guitar, right? So you kind of just have to figure it out. So first thing I would start with is just gonna roll in the threshold until you start to lose some of that hum, which is about there. And then if I lift my hands off it, I'll start to hear, like, you touching it kind of completes that ground. So. About there probably is what I go for. And then the hold release here, I've kind of found the sweet spot for this guitar, but as you go up more, it just gives you more sustain. So the more you want it to choke, the closer you'll have it to zero. And even having it around there, you still get quite a bit of sustain. So this is how I had it set for chugs, Adam, which is basically not like complete choking, but very tight release, tight sustain with a fairly high threshold. But even then... So you're not going to lose it while it's going. But as soon as I stop, it's gone.
Dude, I just bought a Nintendo Switch and I swore I heard that when I was
Yeah. So without the gate on, this is kind of what you're going to hear.
Nice.
Yeah.
Andy, no, I don't think we have a dealer in Minnesota yet. I'd have to check. There are a few guitar centers that are starting to pick up some of our stuff, so there might be one in Minnesota. I'd have to check. That's more Travis's department these days than mine.
Yeah, there's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Deal with the other stuff. Everything else you have to deal with.
Oh,
yeah, Minnesota. Getting ready to open for cold at a large... Oh, nice, man. I have the DI dialed in with the perfect 2 notes. Nice, dude. Yeah, that's the nice thing with the G20 is, like, you don't really need all the headroom if you're running direct, and you can just get a monitor mix. Like, you know, works for both.
Minnesota.
Orlando.
Yes.
It's funny because, like, I feel like a lot of people that, like, make fun of the Canadian accent, they default to the Minnesota accent. Like, it's, like, almost there, but...
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Oh, don't you know?
I have a friend who's from Minnesota, and, like, she can do it so perfectly. It's great. Should he still use a mic? You don't.
I wouldn't.
I mean, yeah, I don't know why you'd want. I mean, it depends on the cab that you're using, but like, I kind of feel like in a live setting, not really having to fight with bleed and also mic placement is nice. Like, you can also just you can listen to that on a direct rig at home and know exactly what it's going to sound like.
So Ross has the G20. So to me, I like Sean's preset. That's preset number 1. That is the 412 with a 121 and a 57 on it.
Yeah.
That's, kind of my ideal sound. And that's, I would run that and run it direct. Like, I know we're probably playing very, very different venues than each other, but like I play at church and that's all I do. I don't bother ever running mic'd up cabs anywhere. I just run direct out of D20s.
I remember the first time using the direct out of one of these in a live setting, and it was totally game changing because I don't need to I mean, there is something to be said for having cabinets just to fill the front of the stage for people that are going to be so far up front that they're not getting a front of house mix. But
I mean, for you, like I still prefer to hear and feel a cabinet, and I'll play better.
Oh yeah,
if I can.
That's what I was saying is
cabinet,
even if I'm running direct, if I'm able to, I still like to have the stage fill.
Yeah.
But for your front of house guy to have a direct signal, like obviously there's something to be said for having a great mic placed properly in a controlled setting. But for a front of house guy where there's so many different variables, for him just to have a direct line that he can control or they can control is like so much more easy.
Bud, this is rock shows. You're gonna kick that shit over.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that mic on that cab.
Did I tell you about the time in Europe with intervals where I knocked a dual rec off a 412 cab?
No.
Wow, man, it was great. I was doing like some spin thing and I tripped over a cable that wasn't takedown and I hit the dual rack and I was using it as a power amp. Like we were running direct off the Axe 8s and then using these to monitor, and I knocked it off the back. It hit the ground, didn't come unplugged, didn't get damaged, and I didn't lose any sound.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was great.
Man, I one time played a show with Stobes where we were playing on a stage that had like some stairs, and I definitely jumped and hit one of the stairs wrong and fell and knocked over. We were playing where there's a PA on sticks, and I knocked over one of the sticks in the PA, like one of the mains. And
That's awesome.
another time we were playing a huge festival stage, the biggest festival stage we played, which is like, how big was that stage? Like 40 by 60? Bigger than that?
Bigger, yeah.
Like 60 by 100? Like a big outdoor festival stage, right?
Yeah.
We were not playing to very many people, mind you, because we were in the middle of the afternoon, but we were playing on a big stage.
Yes.
And I jumped up and landed on one of my cables and like rolled back and fell and smacked my head against a wedge, and I almost blacked out. And Stobes just looked at me like I was a moron. It was great.
I walked
awesome.
over and kicked you.
Yeah. Like, get up. The show just started, and how did you do that?
That's pretty.
It was the first song, like in the first, like literally, like the first, like 20 seconds of the set.
Nice. I was
Cozy Shack, are y'all still loaded in Ile-des-Chênes, or do you have a store in Winnipeg as well? We are located in Ile-des-Chênes, and we are moving to Grand Point for our new facility, but we do not have a store. Yeah, we just have our facility. So yeah,
Yep.
that's
stores.
right.
That's right.
So what else you guys want to know? We've been yammering for an hour and a half here.
Yeah, if there's anything else you guys want to hear or anything you want to ask us, we're here. So. Kick it.
Stobes wants us to take our clothes off. I don't think it's that kind of show, Stobes.
G3 to the green channel on the ref head. Oh, the G3's modeled after the purple channel. Shoot, I don't have a G3. Do you want to just play the G3 through the dual rack, I guess?
Yeah, I'll just answer that, Brandon. It's nothing like that because you're talking about the difference between purple and green. So green is more crunch,
Yeah.
and purple is more like tight high gain. So like, this is the green boosting. So here's the rectifier. Here's the green boosting it. Here's the purple.
And then here's the purple channel in the amp. Mind you, you're going through a dual rectifier,
Yeah.
so it is different. But.
Yeah.
That's it.
You got an old vending machine in that new facility, chocolate milk, and it's still good? I hope so.
It's a brand new building, so if there's
Yeah.
an old vending machine there, I'll be
Very happy?
yeah, man.
Yeah, I'll be thrilled. Especially if there's chocolate milk in there.
Yeah. Especially
From like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Just lumpy,
I
and
don't even remember the last time I had chocolate milk.
probably when you were going to NAM with Ronnie.
No, I didn't do it. He deterred me from it.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say this is one of my favorite sounds right now is the middle split on this. So it's like a telly
Yeah.
basically, but with these humbuckers. Super tight.
Nice.
You're showing the third.
Lando, you'll love it. What IR are you using?
Nice. Nice, man. And where are you playing, too? Meld them together, stick in front of a D20. And you got... Yeah, Andy, that's what I was saying, is like you kind of have all the channels now, plus the gate and the MK3. Like, you can kind of make a portable version, like, in a smaller rig. Yeah.
Stobes is going to crush more beers, or he's going out to take a leak. Oh,
Like
crushed too many beers and he's out to
412
take a
comparison with WGS and Celestion. Stay tuned in the future, and maybe we can do that for you.
yeah, I mean, we have to see, like, right now, the live room at the new building is the loudest, like, reverb and echo I've ever heard.
It
So
isn't
once we get some
soundproof yet.
treatment in it, maybe we can put a cabinet in there. If not, you're just gonna be like, hello, like as soon as we get in there, just from vocal mics.
See if we could find, yeah, or if we could find.
I don't want to do that. Why
some-
you want to make work for us making ISO cabs, Manny? Come on, dude.
See if we can find some Celestian captures or something.
Manny.
Manny.
Come on, man. Yeah, we can do that. Manny said he'd do it for you. Yeah.
Is the G2 based on? Maybe not send the idea. No, the G2 is based on channel 2 on the generator amp. You can certainly use it in the same application as a tube screamer, but that's not the intention. It was just to be as the channel. It can range from anything to like a tube screamer type application to like a high gain Marshall tone to kind of like a mid gain plexi tone. Just depends on how you want to dial it up. Yo, what's up, Adam? Good to see you.
Somebody say Rob Baker?
I didn't see Rob Baker.
I didn't see Rob either.
Did you sneak past us, Rob? Are you here?
Yep. Hey, how's it going, Chris?
What's up, dude? Greenback 412. Some much packs in my buddy's backyard. Probably pretty nice, dude. That'll be fun. Yeah. Might as well iron out the FOA shenanigans in a low pressure show. 100%, man. I kind of love those ones because you can just kind of like try whatever you want just to see if it's going to work. Yeah. Awesome. Yes, he's here. Hey, Rob. What's up, dude? Sorry I missed you. I feel bad now.
I'll believe it when I see him comment. Robert Baker's turned into a hermit. Oh, he is there. It's a reverse switch. So I can add more noise.
Yes.
Yes.
You just turn all the pedals on. Oh, look, that did it pretty good.
Hey, Baker, are you still here? Did you stop for like 3 seconds and leave? Yo,
Oh, there he is.
Show him what we got. Show him what's on Sammy's pedal board.
Yes, Toby, can I get the...
Yeah, you are 100% a hermit. Can you see that, Rob? Turn the gain up on it.
It is real.
It is real, buddy.
You bet it is. Oh, I didn't think it could sound like that.
Yeah. Oh, man. We're not in the same, like, we're not in tune. I'm going to grab it from the guitar so that we're remotely close.
So yeah, I have the gate on with the claw, and if I turn back, like kind of give it a little more hold and release, and with the threshold, like I can still, like that's kind of where you're gonna start to get your noises around here. And then as soon as you start to roll her up, you can kind of catch it right about there. Cozy Shack, there will probably not be another EFEB release, but there's a new band coming very soon. And if you enjoy EFEB, you will enjoy it.
I do my best to flex on Robert every time I get something that's cool. So, I like that he said you win.
Good job, Robert.
And Robert's going to show up with 2 clones in the next video because he's got like... Dude's got like...
Okay, I get it. It does sound good.
Yeah, he's got like 60s tellies and... Or 50s tellies and 60s or 50s strats.
Be right back. Also very jelly and sad inside.
Baker's got some killer vintage guitars. Like stuff that makes me very jealous.
Can't get over how much I can roll this back. I've got my volume like way down. Derek, can I get 20 seconds of a random Smashing Pumpkins tune?
No, I don't know any Smashing Pumpkins songs, dude. So, sorry. Yeah, Ross, I don't know about that PedalCon thing, but man, email us about that. That sounds like fun. Mm-hmm. If we can go to some of that stuff, depending on the, the old border situation and the old COVID situation, we can probably, man, we're all itching to get back to going to shows.
Yeah, man, I miss going and hanging out with everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get sick doing it, so I'm gonna probably wait till it's cool. But yeah, I'm into it.
White and pink noise generator pedal, all the you can get from 9 volts. It's kind of like the Digitech makes the Freak Out, which is like the feedback generator. Yeah. But you can actually like pinpoint different frequencies that you want to put feedback on. It's really cool. Logan, no, it doesn't. I was gonna say direct orders are 30 days. So no, you're good. Check out the amp designer. We have everything in stock right now, so everything that you can spec out on there, we can build for you in a month. Yeah. If I got a preamp pedal direct to the amp's return, where would the gate be in my chain? So pedal chain is tuner. So there's a couple ways you could do it. Pedal. So when you say the amp's return, Daniel, are you referring to the effects return on the amp? Or are you just going like just the input on the amp? Because if you're doing the effects return thing, you could do the 4-cable method on it. If you're just going tuner, preamp, delay, reverb, amp return, I'd probably go after your tuner before the preamp. You want to treat the preamp kind of like an amp channel. So the gate, if you're just running it on your pedal chain, would go in front, yeah. If you're doing the effects return on the amp, what you'd want to do, I have actually our handy dandy manual right here. So let's take a look. So you'd go guitar into the input. So the output on the pedal would go to the effects return. And let's see here, guitar input. Effects loop send to amplifier. So the guitar would go into the input, and then any pedals that you want to run in front of the amp then would go after that through the send on the pedal. So if you look at the pedal here, you go guitar into here, and then send would go out to any other pedals that you want in front of your amplifier, and then that goes back into the front of the amp. So basically in, out, that way. With this here, this would be your effects loop send right here. So the return on the pedal would actually, so your effects loop send would come directly in. Sorry, I should preface this. I would recommend running this basically just off the front of your guitar. It'll go in front of everything else. So guitar in, out to any other pedals that you want, back to the amp. Effects loop send would go through here, and then this would go out afterward to any other pedals you want in your effects loop, and then back into the return. Is the way you'd want to do it. So it is kind of crisscrossing, but that's what allows you to effectively gate the inside of the amp.
Nice. Somebody asked if you could play some Periphery. I don't know any Periphery.
I don't even know if I do. Let's see if I got an Icarus Lives in me.
The Quan is on. You're welcome.
Oh man, I didn't even remember that. It's a weird one, eh?
Yeah.
It's just like 3 octaves at once. That's not even correct. So
yeah, I got that. There you go.
I smoke too much weed to use that pedal. It's not that hard. If I can do it, you can do it. Don't worry. Yeah, that's what it is though. Like essentially, like I would kind of treat this as the beginning of your signal chain, and then feed everything off of that. So
Okay, now I play that. Yeah, I'm right on it. Did I do it?
I still didn't learn Mean Street. That was almost like a Mean Street sound.
Hey, Baker, can you play Mean Streets?
No, no one
no.
can.
No, I bet you Baker can do it.
Probably.
He knows so much Van Halen. Like, way too much.
Puninta, that's correct. It is both in front and in the back at the same time.
This Telly sounds awesome.
Nice. Still my favorite. That and the EV Rooster.
Baker says he's failed me, not the intro. Oh.
Not the intro. Dude, it's crazy. Derek's like, oh, I bet he's like, yeah, you should learn this for the stream. And I'm just acting all hot shit. Like, oh, I'll learn it. And then I listened to it after. I was like, fuck no. I'm not
I was like,
learning
oh, you're
this at
going to
all.
do Mean Streets for the next...
Yeah.
next one. And then I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Hermit fail.
I'll try one day, but like, I think it's one of those things where you just kind of like had to be there in that moment. And that's how that take happened.
Yeah, except for the fact that he played it over and over and over again for the next, I don't know, 40 years.
And he did it exactly like that.
I mean, some nights not so much, but
Yeah.
a lot of the time it was,
Yeah.
pretty good.
It does have the awesome button.
Yes, it does.
The Fishman awesome
Baker
button.
Baker City is a hermit fail. Absolutely. That dude has been cooped up in Iowa for I don't know how long.
Just Iowa in general.
Yes.
Yeah.
Went to the site. Sean, you got to go to the online store or go to any one of our retailers. I don't think it's on the site yet. I think they're doing that tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it's on.
The
it's
official
on-
release date is tomorrow, not today. We just figured we're doing live streams tonight, so why wouldn't we talk about it and give you guys a preview on it? So.
Sean, go to usd.revamps.com/products and
/this/is/ridiculous that we're trying to spell out this much of a name for you. Or, our guys that are running this could just, oh, look at that. They posted the link into the...
There you go. Thanks, guys.
like Sammy, go to https://usd.revamplification spart.
Sounds like
Spart.
sounds like you just said like an Ibanez model number.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like that.
You're going to spell all of that out? G8-pedal-what-noise?
Yeah, I typed it in there before. I remembered it.
I messed that up partway through. I didn't know where I was going. Yes, Anthony, this has the awesome button.
Robert's from Ohio, not Iowa. We screwed that up.
What do you mean? No, he's from Iowa. I refuse to.
Says
I
Ohio.
refuse. What's that?
Someone just said Ohio.
I know they do. I refuse to acknowledge the fact that he lives in Ohio. He lives in Iowa.
Does he?
Yeah, or Idaho. One of the two.
I'm pretty sure it's
I guess
Ohio. Robert, do you live in Ohio or Iowa?
Idaho.
I'm pretty sure we've shipped you stuff in Ohio before. Something. What? Ah. My favorite thing to do because it's like the same 3 frets on every string.
I can't do that. So.
It's the Nick Johnson trick where you like do everything legato but palm mute it so it sounds way crazier.
Man, I don't think I could do that. Like that.
Yeah. Kind of like a Nuno
How do you
Betancourt
do that
thing.
with like? That's a. I would.
Yeah, and it's like really, really lightly palm muting here, so it sounds like a...
Me.
Yeah.
Don't you find that? Doesn't that bother you doing that stretch? I can do that one. Or that. But these two bother me all the time.
Really?
That joke.
I find, my pinky's a little worse for wear right now.
I know.
I'm mostly used
you
to
know what I
these
do
three,
well? I do. that one. Wow.
That's great.
I turn on multiple pedals and I turn off noise gates.
We've reached that portion of the show, guys. This is not how the noise gate works.
That's exactly how it works.
Can you scroll down and got some new comments?
I have an undisclosed location known as Iowa.
I was wrong. Sorry. Yeah, it kind of does sound like Nuno, yeah. Ed. I like how, like, for any of the regulars on the live stream,
they're
they
like,
just
oh,
know
yeah.
what it is now.
Exactly.
The
They're like,
slow
yeah, Derek's
man.
going to do something stupid. And they're like, oh, I'm glad they built him a new board where he can't make it worse.
This is my intention. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys have any other questions? Well,
Clearly, this
clearly finally Daniel, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really. How does it fade out? Yeah. Totally
it depends on what you want to do with it. I can show you quick before we get going, but
Depends how you set it, dude.
yeah, like the hold release controls are what allow you to shape that, Chris. So it
Like
depends.
here. Okay.
There you go. Yeah, that's pretty gradual. So yeah, it depends on how quick of a cutoff you want. Like, yeah. So like the hold release essentially will control whether it's like a more like your hold controls your overall sustain, and the release is actually how sharply it cuts. So if you look here really quick, like if I was to go like this, where there's like literally no hold release, like eventually it'll just gate it. Right, like super hard like that. Whereas if you go more gradually, like the hold is your overall sustain, and the release is how quickly it cuts once it's detected that there's no sound. So if you wanted a more gradual kind of roll off, you could do that. And then that actually allows you to roll your volume back a little bit too. Fuck, I just dropped it.
I actually had the hold set pretty, like, cut pretty quickly.
And as soon as you bring her up.
Like, it'll hang on there forever. Yeah, 199. I don't know if anybody answered that. Yeah. What's the signal chain? My signal chain is I'm running 4-cable method, Rob, into the loop and in front of dual rectifier, and I have G2 and a G3 before the gate, and then I've got a Strymon Brigadier into the loop.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm running. I just threw the gate in front on mine just so we could try them in different configurations. But vice grip compressor G8, then Derek's Klon into the front of the amp, and then a few Strymon things in the loop for some effects. And yeah.
Manny Fragosa said, "I guarantee since Dickhead Baker is here, I'm on block." What? That's Rob, do you have enemies?
You're a nice
Apparently
guy.
you do. Somebody asked how soon will be available. Tomorrow. Most retailers around the globe should have them in stock. If they're not there by tomorrow, they should be there within the next couple days because they're on planes headed there.
Yep.
So, like, Brando's probably not around anymore, but does Brando have his in stock already?
Yep.
Should.
Yep.
Should?
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And you can also use it to create a side chain. Like there's a few different ways, but the 4-cable method's the best way to gate an amp, like a noisy amp itself. And then if you want to gate noisy pedals, the send return creating a side chain is probably the best way.
I can't do that. Robert Baker's a saint. Like Dorothy Mantooth. Okay, does anybody else have any other questions? Because I got to go move a few pallets over to a new building, so I want to do that tonight.
Sick.
So, yeah, drop
Thanks.
the questions now.
Yeah, thanks for checking this out with us and being here for this reveal. This is the first time I think we've like fully revealed a new product on a live stream, which is fun. Was the MK3 fully revealed on the live stream, or was it the video?
I don't remember.
I know we did a stream on it, but I don't know if this was like the first.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, so thanks for joining us, guys. He says you're correct. I'm terrified. I feel like there's some difference. All good.
I'm terrified of Baker. Hillbilly.
Thanks, Andy. Thanks for coming in, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I think we're gonna wrap
it's
her up.
going to be that time, right?
Yeah. So yeah, guys. So everything will be live as of midnight. The G3 will be available, or the G8 will be available through dealers tomorrow, and you'll be seeing a lot more content come up tomorrow on that. So yeah, thanks a lot, everyone.
All right.
We really appreciate it.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Oh yeah, you want one of those? Where? How do you want it?
Okay, cool.
All right, that's it. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Oh yeah.